So what I was experiencing before was burnout in my business. I've had my studio for 20 years, and I have felt like with all of the complications with COVID and with some other things going on with the studio, things were starting to feel really heavy, and I was feeling stuck and feeling like I had lost a lot of my organic joy for the business and for Pilates even. And I did at least know that I didn't want to end the business, but I knew I needed something. And when I saw the possibilities of this retreat, I thought to myself, on this 20-year anniversary of my business, maybe I should give myself this gift of getting clarity and figuring out if what I was doing was right and right for me, and if I felt like I didn't need to make any changes and just continue going forward the way I've been going forward, or I thought I would possibly get the clarity that maybe I need to make some changes, implement some new ways of management for the studio, ways of running my life that would improve my overall joy for having my business again. I feel like I kind of got myself back. I came here for my business, but what I really got was a renewed sense of self. It's really exciting to think of going back and getting back into the business and being able to breathe new life into it that I just had lost over time. So I typically am a little bit of a loner in big group situations like this. And this is kind of a 25 people. It's a decent size. It's not too big. It's very different than going to a conference setting. So I very much enjoyed the 25 people in that regard. I really visualized myself before I came here, spending a lot more time on my own. But this has been amazing to connect with other women that are running their businesses and in the same place, many of them in the same place I'm in. I think a lot of us showed up really tired and burnt out and really confused. And it wasn't just being at the retreat during the day that was so beneficial. It was also like the evenings at the Airbnb where we were sitting there just having conversations and connecting even more, going out to dinner with your housemates, running into girls when you were out at the, into the city. It's kind of renewed my my faith in community because I really bonded with these people and I needed that. I needed to remember that I don't need to be alone and isolate to be safe, that actually being with people makes me feel safe.
I love hearing that. That makes me happy.
Okay, so the Airbnb, I have to say, that's good.
You liked it? Cool.
Yeah, like when I first got here, I was like, I don't know, maybe it would have been better just to have been in a hotel room, like by myself. I actually said that to my sister when I called her the next morning. And then last night we were all sitting there talking and we were like, this would have been such a different experience if we had that option of just going into your hotel room and that door closing and being isolated. And it would have been so different, but instead, I normally would not have gone out to dinner with people, but I just did it. And the Airbnb I wouldn't have done that if I'd been in a hotel. But it would have been kind of bold to be like, I'm not going to dinner. You know what I mean? And so I went ahead and did these certain things, and it's really made the experience really special. Really special. So I have to say, we were talking about it last night. You'll probably hear feedback from the other girls about that, but I really think the Airbnb and being potted together with people was pretty special. And I kid you not, the first night I was like, I think I would have rather just been in one of those hotel rooms I can see in the distance. But I wouldn't say that today. So there are so many takeaways that I have from this retreat. I think the number one thing is to just be patient and to realize that while I've learned a lot, that I don't have to implement everything tomorrow, and that maybe it's even better to spread it out and give some space to what I've learned. I've learned a lot of ways to simplify my business. I have definitely learned that I need to take more time for myself, and that may mean hiring someone so that I have the time for myself, which I have had a lot of people around me this weekend tell me how important that is, and when they did it, they didn't die, which I think if I hire a manager, I'm gonna die, because how will I pay for it? How will I this? And there are many women that let me know that you can do this. And they've lived that experience and done it, and they're still standing. And I think my mindset moving forward, I really hope to go into running my business moving forward with just a little more joy and a little more peace. I think I spend a lot of time stressing and worrying and thinking that I'm doing everything wrong. And I think I maybe have the peace of mind now that I'm doing everything just fine. I'm gonna make mistakes, but I'll fix them and I'll figure them out. What I'm excited about moving forward, having been to the retreat, is this community of people that I have connected with this week, and knowing that if I just need a little support, I've got 25 people that I can reach out to, and they're safe. I think that sometimes it's scary to reach out to people and tell them your problems because you're worried you're either going to get, the wrong kind of feedback, or you just need someone to listen. And having been here, I realize how safe all these people are, and I've got really good listening friends that can help me if I have the next situation arises. So I think the speakers were great. Brad and Leslie did an amazing job every time they stood up in front of us and delivered their information. We had 3 guest speakers come in as well. They had such amazing content to deliver. It was clearly delivered. It was done where there was a lot of information, but not so much that you didn't feel like you could apply it at some point, maybe not all of it tomorrow. You might want to spread it out, but it was the speakers were definitely top notch.